Hi guys, it's Rosa here. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. It is kind of dark today. It's a bloody miserable day, quite frankly. It is freezing and it is dark and I'm wrapped up here in a million layers. I'll show you what I'm wearing. But it's actually kind of wrinkled, so I'm apologising now I'm looking in the camera. But this is a Lisette for Simplicity traveller dress. It's got a little collar, just a little shirt dress, which I made last year, I think. I've got it over a gold lurex polo neck because it's freezing. I haven't even put my jewellery on. I just realised I've been in the house. I haven't left the house yet. It's so miserable. And it's kind of a mini length. So yeah, I do love this dress. It's just made out of, what's it made out of? Wash denim, stone wash denim from Fabricland, one of my favourite fabrics. So yeah, love this little dress, really handy. I've done a contrast facing, oh it's a bit overexposed, but it's a cute contrast facing on the inside as well of the button band. Anyway, what have I been sewing? Loads, because it's cold. And about this time, kind of the beginning of each season, I go a bit nuts and be like, oh my god, I don't have anything. I do have stuff. And I need to take a step back and a deep breath and sort it out. Now, normally in these videos, I put all the clothes on to show you, but I cannot do that today. It's just too cold. I'm really sorry. Like, it took a lot for me to get out of my pajamas and into my outfit, so yeah. You're lucky I'm not in my pajamas. So I'm going to be holding the clothes up, old school style. A couple of them are jackets, so you will get to see those on because I can just chuck them over the top and hopefully be nice and warm. So let's take a look. I'm just lifting up piles of wool here. The first thing I'd like to show you is three things. So that's the first three things. They're all made from the same pattern, which is the Tilly and the Buttons Agnes top. Like I said before, in the winter I'm all about the layering, so I often have like a polo neck or a t-shirt, a long sleeve top underneath what else I'm wearing. So I really wanted to replace the ones which I have, which are store-bought, which are getting really horrible and old. T-shirts don't last forever, you know, when you've had them a few years, it's time to get something new, so they go a bit horrible and smelly. So I've challenged myself to remake them using the Agnes pattern, and I have made three. So, well, two tops. So the first is this plain basic stripy Agnes top. I'll move back. Which I made with a 3/4 sleeve, and this is viscose jersey, which I got from Fabricland. I've also bought a twin needle so I can do a really nice finish around the neckband, which I'm rather pleased with. So that's my first Agnes top. It's a really basic Agnes. This is the kind of thing that I wear all the time, and I've already got really good wear out of those, so I'm very pleased with that. I make it in the size 3, which I think is about a UK size 10, and I find that works really well for me. It also works really well in this. This is a viscose elastane. This is a really nice quality. I'll leave a link down below to the eBay seller I bought this from. It's getting darker and darker, and it's only like 1 o'clock, so I'm trying really quickly to say everything I want to say before the sun sets at 2. Anyway, the next one I made is this one here, which is in this gorgeous scribble stripe, and I made it a little, mixed up a little bit, made the stripes go down the sleeve, just as a bit of an experiment. I don't know, I kind of like it. And I think it looks super duper cute, this one. I also made the neckband go the other way round, and I finished this one with a zigzag instead of a twin needle because the twin needle was tunnelling, which I would welcome any advice on twin needles. Again, I'm so new to sewing with jersey. That would be very much appreciated. So yeah, that's my number 2 Agnes top. This one has a slightly longer sleeve. This jersey is from the Textile Centre. Again, I will link it down below. Oh my goodness, let's put the light on. It's getting so super duper dark. Does that help? Yeah, that's a little bit better. Kind of makes stuff look a bit yellow with the light on, but at least you can see what's happening, sort of. Sorry about this lighting issue we're having here. Anyway, the next Agnes I made was a dress version for the Sew Dots Challenge by Rosie Martin of Rosie DIY Couture. And I showed you before this gorgeous spotty black fabric, which I bought again from the Textile Centre, another bargain from there. The only difference I made, obviously, is making it into a dress. So it looks like this. It's just above the knee, about sort of this much above the knee. It's really cute. It's quite tight fitting. And I really enjoyed hacking this. In fact, I've drafted my own Agnes dress hack pattern now. Did it on my greaseproof paper because it's all I had in the house. I've got that. So I really can see a lot more of these types of dresses in my future. I really love them. I've been kind of just love chucking it on. It's so easy, particularly when it's cold, layering it up with maybe a little polo neck underneath and some nice tights. And I also added to this one a little cuff which looks like this. It's kind of cute. So yeah, little cuff, just for the sake of making it a little bit different. And it actually is quite a nice finish to the armhole, so I might look at doing that again when I'm working with jerseys, I'm not sure. Anyway, so 3 different Agnes incarnations this month. So yeah, I'm hoping to do, actually, I probably won't show you them all because you're going to get very bored of seeing them, but I do want to build up my like t-shirt, my homemade t-shirt collection, so that I can, yeah, like I said, get rid of the old ones. Anyway, the next thing I made was my Girl Charlie dress. Now I used this gorgeous houndstooth fabric. Now this you're going to see up on the Girl Charlie blog as well. And I've been writing it this morning. I'm really pleased with that. I've been researching the background on the houndstooth pattern and looking at some really gorgeous sort of versions of it through history. And it's been a lot of fun, and I've got some very cool photos to put on there. So yeah, do look out for that over on the Girl Charlie blog, and I think I'll put it up on my blog as well, Fancy Frugality, which I will link down below. Though I haven't been writing it for so long because I've been writing for the magazine and I've been doing my vlogs. I feel like I'm just going to start repeating myself if I start writing on there too. So yeah, I haven't been writing on there so much, so I apologise if you ever read that. But this is my houndstooth dress. This is a simplicity pattern, this one. The number escapes me. I think it's 1359, but I will link it down below. It is, I think I've wrongly said it's out of print because my one says do not reorder on it. But I think that might have just been where I bought it from. They weren't selling them or something. But you can buy it at Minerva Crafts, and there's a couple of people online who have still got it. So maybe it's not out of print. I don't know. It's a great little pattern. Highly recommended. Again, I'll move back so you can see. It's a little mini dress. I lengthened it and the sleeves and lengthened the hem just because I wanted it to be a little bit, this is a really strange position to hold this in, like I'm doing some sort of sideways stretch. But anyway, I wanted it to be a bit more like a dress than a tunic, and I wanted it to have long sleeves, but I mean that's really easy to do because it's fairly straight. This fabric is so good to work with. I cannot stress it enough, and I've said it like a million times, I'm very boring. But Ponte Roma is my favourite, probably my favourite winter fabric ever, because it does not wrinkle. I can literally take this out of the wash. It comes out basically dry, which is great because it's so quick to dry. When it's cold, that's what we want. We don't want anything lingering around for hours and weeks. And it doesn't need ironing, so I can roll out of bed in the morning. I can get an extra 5 minutes in bed because I don't need to iron what I'm wearing. I can just throw it on, and I know I'll be warm, and I know I won't look wrinkly because it doesn't wrinkle, which is awesome. And I love this little dress. I feel very 60s in it. I was inspired by one they had on the Bowden website, which was just gorgeous, very similar to this. And I'm all about getting your inspiration from things which already exist. No point in reinventing the wheel. So yeah, those are my kind of clothes which I've made this month. I've now got 3 more things to show you. One is I finally finished knitting my smudge scarf, which is super cute. I may wear it for the rest of the video because I really love it. I love this kind of mushroomy colour. Again, I'll leave a link down below to the website, the Sidar website, so you can see the different colours they have. But I just think it's a super flattering colour on me. It's not a colour I've ever worn before because I used to be kind of more about like bold bright colours, which I still really love, but actually like right up next to your face, it's quite nice to have something that's a bit more forgiving. So yeah, I love this scarf. And I made my winter coat. Now I showed you that vintage patterns. If you follow me on Instagram, you've probably already seen this, so sorry. But it's a gorgeous vintage pattern from Style, and I made it, and it is very 70s, and it is very big, and I'm going to put it on now. So it's from that lovely grey wool which I purchased off of eBay. I made a little hanging loop inside which says, oh, it's hard to show you. It keeps flipping. Made by me. Dun-dun. There you go, with the little hearts. Anyway, little hanging loop. It's got a pale pink lining, which is just a basic lining, and it's got on the back, it was meant to be gathered. It's looking really ugly like an elephant, I'm sorry. But it was meant to be gathered along the yoke, but, sorry, excuse me. It was meant to be gathered along the yoke, but it just made it look really like puffy and massive on my back. So the front was like streamlined and the back was like out here, and it just looked terrible. So I made a decision to put in a pleat, an inverted pleat, and I think it looks much better. So I'll put it on with my scarf. How authentic. And I put loving this brooch in it. Let's but to start off with, let's talk about this collar, because this is a badass collar. Can you just, I just love it. I feel really cool in this. It's got gather. I did leave the gathers here on the front of the yoke, because I felt like they weren't as offensive. And instead of doing buttonholes, I did these snaps because I think they're a bit more modern. And obviously this is a very 70s coat. You can see by the size of the sleeve and the way it sort of flares out, it's quite 70s. It is quite big for me. This is the size 12, which I thought would have been my size because it's vintage, but perhaps the 70s I would have been more of a 10, I don't know. But I really love it, and it has this belt, which at the moment I've got tied at the back. It's really hard to show you this, and I might insert a photograph of me wearing it, because I wore this on a trip to Bath, which was lovely, and I've got some nice photos, so I might put some of those in instead. Anyway, it's got this belt which I made, and you can sort of cinch in your waist, kind of like that, which is lovely. There we go. So you can do it like that if you would like to. Personally, I would rather have it tied at the back, so it sort of cinches it in from the back, but that is an option, so I'd rather have it like that. I'll just do it up so you can see. So it's a bit more like that. And it's got really cute, I'm going to stand up so you can see, pocket details. So it's got they're lined pockets. It's got this cute little flap. I really enjoyed making those actually. They look really cute and they're nice for sort of just sticking your phone in or whatever. They're a nice size. And that is my first coat, which I've made this year, and I'm really pleased with it. I think it's really cute. It's very difficult to show you on a camera, it turns out. But yeah, I think it's adorable. I like the pleats at the back. I love the collar more than anything, and I love that it's really big and snuggly and quite long. I think it's really cute. So anyway, I then went a bit nuts and may have made a jacket as well, which I was not intending on, but I have a bit of an obsession with Alexa Chung, and following her on Instagram, and every day on Instagram you just get a photo of her wearing like this badass leopard print jacket. Like, it's not like a big puffy fluffy fur leopard print, it's like a streamlined one. They have them in Zara, they have them in Topshop, they have them everywhere, and now I have one too, because I ordered in a moment of weakness. I was on my iPad one evening, I had a long day, you know how it is, and I was on eBay, and then they had, for some, I don't know why it popped up, but they had this fabric popped up, and it's called like velboa, or I think it was velboa, so I can't remember. Anyway, it had a funny name. And it's basically like a pony skin, but a little bit longer. And it's a leopard fabric. That's also very fine. So it's not like a big puffy leopard. And I made a really quick and easy jacket out of it, which is a simplicity pattern. And it has a notched collar, which you can't see because it's all patterned. Sorry, let me open that up. It has a notched collar, just like the one which she wears, because I am obsessed. And it's just been the handiest jacket to chuck on, because actually that big grey one is so unbelievably warm. You don't actually want something that warm every single day. But this one is kind of more of, it's still warm, it's warm enough, it keeps you cosy, but it doesn't have to be, 3 degrees for you to really appreciate this. And I'm obsessed with it. I'll take the scarf off now because I feel like I'm just a bit too bundled up. Do you ever find, if you have long hair, that when you wear hats and scarves, it just mats your hair? I end up coming home and all like underneath is like just matted to my head. Maybe it's just me, I don't know. Frizzy hair. But yeah, the only thing I haven't done yet, and I've been wearing it, I've worn it pretty much every day, is I haven't put the buttons on. I want to put the same button snaps on the front of this one. You can see it's a lot slimmer fitting than the 70s one. The 70s one is a big coat, but it's meant to be. And actually, when you see some photos of me standing up, because it's quite hard to show it to you sat down, it does work quite well being big. But this is more of a slim fit. I need to put the button fastenings on it. I ordered them online because, let me get them. Oh, I can't get them. There's like a pile of parcels on top of my box of buttons. I'm not going to dare move those. But anyway, so I bought these snap fastenings from John Lewis, and they were $3.50 for 3 or something crazy like that. But I just really wanted to get some. You know what I mean? I was like, it's fine, it's fine. But then I went on eBay when I got home. Can you tell there's a theme here? I'm a bit obsessed with eBay at the moment. And I bought a bag of 20 for like £3. So I was like, wow. So I've got 20. So if I ever make any more jackets, probably don't need to at this point, I have some buttons. So I need to put some buttons on the front of this one, and I'm probably going to wear it today because we are about to go out for lunch. Anyway, that is everything that I have made. I've been a busy bee, so I've been really working on practical sewing, things that are warm, things that are snuggly, because it is getting cold, and today is bloody horrible, frankly. I'm sorry I didn't try these things on, but just the thought of taking my clothes off, it's not happening right now, quite frankly. But anyway, I hope you have a wonderful day. Please, please, please do check out Susie magazine. I will leave a link down below. I think you will love it. I know that I love it, and I'm so proud of it, and I'm so excited to show you all the amazing contributors who we have, and we've got some incredible people who've contributed photographs, products, writing, some, you know, just some really cool bloggers, vloggers we've got in there, and yeah, it's a lovely, lovely project, so please do check it out down below. That is everything, and I hope you have a wonderful week ahead. Thank you so much for watching. Do click subscribe for new sewing vlogs every week, just about, unless something goes horribly wrong. And yeah, do give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I'll see you again soon. Bye!